Hey guys, Bella here. In this video, I'm going to be telling you the story of my rescue dogs that I've had for the last 5 years and what our life looks like now. Deciding to adopt my dogs was probably the best decision I've ever made. I was 21 years old when I adopted Odie, which is the smaller dog, and a year later I adopted Ollie. They are both from the Colbert County Animal Shelter in North Alabama, and their adoption fee was only $75, and this included neutering, so it was very cheap. And at the time I thought, this is something that isn't going to cost that much money, but I've easily spent thousands of dollars on them, from buying food, treats, bedding, grooming, vet trips, and just cleaning my car from all the dog hair. But as you can see, we like to run around and play in the yard a lot, so a lot of the things that we do are mostly free activities. The boys do live inside, but I have a fenced-in backyard that they stay in sometimes when the weather is nice. But honestly, I think their favorite place to be is in the living room because they both have their own chairs. I got both dogs when they were puppies, so we've pretty much known each other our whole lives, or their whole lives, I guess. But Ollie, the one pictured now, is definitely the more affectionate one, and he's definitely really clingy, so he's always wants to be near me, always wants to be touching me, so he's the more affectionate dog, and then Odie is definitely the more independent dog. We actually sleep in the same bed, and I know that a lot of people probably don't want to do that with their dog, but it just sort of happened. They went from sleeping on a corner in my room to sleeping on my bed, so they weaseled their way into the bed after some time. But that's kind of something that you can figure out on your own as a pet owner, whether or not you want to have animals on your furniture. But we enjoy it. We sleep really well together. And Ollie is such a treat. Odie is not as affectionate, but Ollie loves to cuddle. The only thing that I worried about when I got my dogs, and I kind of still have to worry about it, is when I travel. So thankfully, on all my trips so far, my friends and family have pitched in on dog sitting, and I've never even had to board the dogs. The reason why I wanted to make this video is because I wanted to capture the dogs, because they're starting to get old, and it's really sad to think about, but I'm starting to see the little gray hairs and the little white hairs, and just starting to see the aging process. And they're definitely all about grooming each other. Ollie licks Odie's ear constantly, and I don't know why they do this. I've googled it, and it's just sort of a pack thing that they do, and they seem to really enjoy it, so I don't stop them. I've gotten their ears checked at the vet to make sure everything's okay, and they said it was okay. It's just a weird bonding thing that they do at this point. But overall, having the dogs in my life has made my life a lot better. They're a reason for me to stay accountable, a reason for me to come home. They always greet me at the door enthusiastically. They're always super happy to get a treat. And even when I've been gone, they don't look down on anything that I've done. They love me just the same. They don't care how much I weigh or what I look like or who I am or how much money I make. They just love me for me, and it's just kind of a nice feeling to be able to come home to something like that. So even though sometimes maybe I have to clean up dog vomit or listen to Ollie cry during a thunderstorm, that's just part of being a dog mom. They play fight a lot, and it's kind of funny noticing how they play fight with each other when they won't do this with other dogs, but they're really close. I would say they're definitely brothers from another mother, even though they're not related at all. But, having them in my life has been just the biggest blessing I can think of. This is their chairs that they stay in. I do have the furniture covered in my house, so they don't have to get dog hair all over everything, but this is them. This is them in their natural element, with Odie's little underbite here and his little gray hairs on his face. So I wanted to capture this. If nothing else, maybe I get to watch it later on in life. And yeah, that's the story of my two dogs, and that is how we came to know each other. And my tips for you, if you want to get a dog, look into it and think about it as a long-term commitment, as a 10 to 15-year commitment, especially if you are getting a puppy, because dogs live a long time, and we can't just discard our pets like they're possessions. They really are a part of the family, and I think that they should be treated as such. But if you are willing to make that commitment, I think it will be one of the best decisions that you make in your entire life. It's something that I wouldn't trade afraid for anything, even after all the hardships and things that we've had to face. Having the dogs with me in my life has made my life so much more fun and so much more active. I can't tell you how much I go walk just because I go take them for walks. So they're really the best exercise machine that you can buy if you're trying to become an active person. So one thing that I will leave you with is that, dogs do have souls. I really do think that, they're better than us in every single way. So if there is a heaven, it's definitely full of dogs.